If you are looking to secure your first ever client, to guarantee your first ever client in the easiest fucking way possible, then this is literally the best video that you could have come across on YouTube. And I know that's an insane statement to make, but by the end of the video, I guarantee that you guys will agree with me, okay? This is the exact same method that I use to secure my first ever client when it comes to, building AI websites for them. And as you guys know, I already have a video up on my channel, the exact whole method that I use to not only secure the client, but to fulfill and everything like that. So if you want to check it out, to be honest, I probably won't even link it. It's on my channel somewhere, you can find it. But the point that I'm making is that it's the exact same method that I use, and not only am I going to show you exactly what I did and kind of describe to you guys step by step what you should do, but I'm also going to include the literal exact video that I used to apply in order to get that client, $2,500 client. So I'm kind of putting my money where my mouth is here. I'm revealing everything that it was exactly what I used, and not only is it exactly what I use, but it's exactly what I plan on using as well, because as they say, if it ain't fixed, don't broke it. You dig what I'm saying? So those of you who aren't really familiar with my channel, you might be new around here, so then welcome to the video, welcome to the channel. But if you are new, then around here we use AI for just about everything, okay? And it's not just to use the gimmick of AI, it's because AI is truly becoming one of the most efficient ways to conduct business. And in saying that, we're going to be using AI for this outreach method as well. Now, before I get into that, a lot of you guys might be wondering, you might already be thinking, okay, sure, you got the client, but how many messages, how much outreach did it require you to send out before you got the client, right? And you might be thinking maybe it's 50, maybe it's 100, because those are kind of, basic ballpark numbers to what you could expect in order to get that first client. The truth is, and I know you guys might not believe me when I say this, but it's God honest truth, I sent out 2 messages, okay? 1, 2. Now, one of the people just never responded to me. That's just part of the game. The other person ended up becoming the client for the video that I'm about to show you guys later on in this video. So make sure you stay until the end. I'll show you literally exactly what I did in order to get that client and just how easy it was. It's actually insane. All right, so now with all of that being said, I invite you to come and invade my privacy and spy on my computer screen. So what we're looking at here is the exact same kind of template, I guess, that I used to describe to you guys the whole breakdown of how I got my AI website clients and fulfilled with them and all that. But the thing we're going to be honing in on and focusing on obviously in this video is going to be this section right here, which is phase number 2, obviously securing the client. Now, as you can see, guys, there's a couple of different things that I put in here. There's 3 different things you can do to kind of separate yourself from the rest. You got attach a video, you've got the included demo/sample, and then you've got the Loom method, okay? The real crux of everything I'm going to be describing to you guys is kind of combining all 3 of these things into one big method, okay? Now, a lot of you guys might have heard of the Loom method. I'm not going to bother explaining attach a video or a demo/sample because it's very, very self-explanatory, but a lot of you guys might have heard of the Loom method. And all the Loom method is, matter of fact, the format in which I'm recording this video is the Loom method, okay? And what that means is that it's literally as simple as just recording your screen and then also having a webcam up of yourself. It doesn't have to be in a circle, but that's just, kind of the Loom style. So these days, a lot of business owners and a lot of, business people in general, they kind of see that circular video, that circular face cam, and they associate it with Loom, and it instantly just seems more professional than if you had some type of streamer set up with some face cam border and something like that. Okay, it's just kind of the way that the market has segregated itself. So to put it extremely simply, you literally just attach a video, which is the Loom method, and includes a demo/sample, okay? And when you do all of that and you put it all together, you get something like this. Now, this is just a screenshot out of the video that I'm going to show you guys later on, but it's, like I said, it's the exact same video that I used to secure the client, and this is actually the client's first message, the very first reply that he used. Spelled my name wrong, by the way, but it's the very first response that he sent me after I sent him this video, okay? So he said, hey, appreciate you taking the time to make that quick website and video that stood out a lot. I'm not going to read the last half because it literally doesn't matter, but yeah, that's just a real life example that I can show you guys to show that it literally works. And so now that you guys kind of have a very basic understanding and overview of how to kind of accomplish this outreach method that I'm talking about, I wanted to show you guys an example of, how I looked when I first started. So matter of fact, this is literally the first outreach video that I ever made. So, okay, it might be a little bit bad, but it's all part of the game. You got to get better, okay? So this is the video right here. I'm hoping, let me just make sure that you guys can see that. Yep, looks like you can. So I think there's going to be 2 face cams of me, but yeah, the one in the video is the top right one, okay? If you couldn't tell the difference. But this is the very, very, very first outreach video that I ever sent trying to implement this method. And to be honest, this is literally just the Loom method. I didn't really do anything different to separate myself. Hello, my friend or friends. I thought it'd be easier if I just submit a video. I got the job posting up here on my screen, as you can see. So I just read through real quick. You obviously wanted a sophisticated chatbot, enhance the customer service experience or customer support experience, natural language processing, chatbot integration. Listen, all of the things that you've listed here are extremely easy, extremely simple to do. I'm confident we can probably have it completed and delivered to you within maybe a week, 2 weeks, depending on, I'm sure you got more information to give to us. But yeah, we'd be happy to do this. It'd be extremely easy. Chatbot development, online chat support, customer service, customer support, lead generation, all really easy to do. So I'm pretty confident we could have this to you within a week, maybe 2 weeks max. Alright guys, so as you've seen it right there, let me just get out of that. That's the first ever video that I sent when it came to kind of trying to employ this new method of attaching a video, because I had tried prior to that. I tried cold email, I tried just sending just basic messages, which is so much more tedious. Although you might think that recording videos might sound more tedious, I can kind of see both arguments there. But the point that I'm making, okay, is that that video wasn't too bad. And the reason why I say it wasn't too bad, at least in the grand scheme of things, is because a video like that is what most people would be submitting when it comes to the regular Loom method, okay? And the thing that's really going to separate us from the rest here is the fact that if we use AI, we're able to come up with these demos / samples far easier than what any other regular person would be able to do. And I'm going to show you guys an example of that later on, because you guys might be wondering, okay, well, it's not that hard to record a video, it's not that hard for me to explain, you know, why I'm the best for the position or why they should be hiring me, whatever. But what is hard, and what might be hard for you guys, is how am I meant to create a whole website? How am I meant to create a whole web page? It's going to take me a week just to do that, just to apply for a position that I'm not even guaranteed to get, okay? Which is all completely understandable, which is why later on in this video, I'm literally going to show you a literal live example of how I would apply for something, creating the whole web page, creating the whole Loom video, creating everything start to finish, and you guys can actually get an insight, I guess, into how I would be doing this, regardless of whether you guys were watching or not. Alright, so now it is officially time for me to get into that example and to show you guys the whole process start to finish using AI. But before I do that, I did want to mention, guys, this is where the video is going to start to get a little bit more complicated than what I originally started with, as you would expect, okay? If you guys do have any issues, I do have a coaching program, one-on-one coaching, whatever. I know it has a bad stigma around it, but if you do have any issues, you can book a call right here, see if we can work together. And we also do have a free community. I'm not good at promoting stuff, as you can see, but yeah, if you do join the free community, everything in here is literally, as you would expect, completely free. If you come on over to the Learn section, the Learn tab right here, we literally have a folder with a bunch of documents, if it loads here, with tons of different documents and resources that you guys can use to kind of kickstart your journey with AI if you're new to it. So yeah, I just want to include that, guys. If you have any questions, you can always refer to those two different sources. Now let's get into the actual example of the video. Alright guys, so it's time for the example, and as you can see on my screen, we are in the trusted ChatGPT right here, and I'm going to do something that I've literally never done before, so you guys are going to witness everything live. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of give ChatGPT the context of where we are, where I am, where you guys probably are, because keep in mind, although I'm using the example of AI websites because that's just what I do, you guys can apply this to genuinely every other niche that is possible on the human planet. I don't know why I said the human planet, but you can take the exact same principles of sending an outreach video, basically replicating what I'm about to show you. It doesn't have to be related to AI, it doesn't have to be related to websites, whatever you guys want to do. But for the sake of the video, we're going to do what I know best. So we're going to say, I run an AI website. I mean, I didn't even have to say that. I run a website creation agency. It doesn't really have to know that I use AI. I run a website creation agency, and I'm trying to apply for different jobs on Upwork. Can you create an extremely realistic job post that I'm likely to find on Upwork so that I can practice my outreach method in order to acquire a client? Okay, keep in mind, I've never done this prompt before. I'm assuming it'll spit out something good enough for us to be able to use as a reference, as an example, so I can show you guys all of the steps. Okay, so we're literally just going to do that. Actually, I might just add, be very concise, because usually these things love to yap. So let's go ahead and let's enter that. Let's see, job title. Okay, so look, this is literally absolutely perfect. Okay, except for the budget, $400. Listen guys, if they're only paying you $400, I don't know what to tell you. You should basically just give them a template at that point. But anyway, they want a modern responsive website for small consulting business. Okay, so they're looking for a web designer developer to build a 5-page responsive website for my consulting business. I already have the logo, color palette, and basic copy. I need someone to design Okay, so they're saying that it's saying that it has the logo, the color palette, the basic copy. We're just going to leave that out for now because, I mean, if this were an actual job post and they would apply that later on, we're just going to go with the things that they actually talked about here. So they're saying clean, modern layout, WordPress or Webflow, obviously we're not going to use either because we're using AI, optimize for mobile, and set up a contact form and basic SEO. So what we can do here is, actually, matter of fact, let me just show you guys live what we can do here. You can do this with the job post too. You can literally copy everything that's in the job post. You can come to ChatGPT, or you can go to Claude, or you can go to even Gemini. Gemini is actually becoming insanely good. And you can say, okay, based on this job post, give me a prompt that I can use for bolt.new, which, as you guys can see, sneak peek into the next segment of this video, we're going to be using bolt.new to create the sample, to create the website that we're going to be showing in the video. It's actually insane how easy this process is, okay? So just stick with me here, okay? Okay, based on this job post, give me a prompt that I can use for bolt.new in order for AI to create the desired website. Okay? I mean, that's literally all we need. We don't need to kind of elaborate any more than that. So here's a prompt you can use in bolt.new. Create a clean, modern 5-page. Okay, we're literally, I mean, we're just going to copy and paste everything that's here, okay? So what we're going to do now, guys, that you have that prompt right there. Obviously, you don't need to use ChatGPT to come up with this. You can come up with your own prompt, but I'm just trying to streamline this video. I'm trying to make it as simple, as easy, as quick as possible. So I'm literally just going to copy this exact prompt. If I were really doing this properly and putting all my time and energy into it, I'd probably go through and tweak a few things and, yeah, make a few changes, whatever. But anyway, guys, come on over to bolt.new. And also, guys, I just want to mention anything that I'm using in this video, it'll all be linked in the description, so there's probably going to be 582 different links, but I just thought it'd be easiest for you guys if I do that. So let's go ahead and paste this here. Create a clean, modern, and responsive 5-page website. This is the only thing that it might struggle with, this 5-page website, but nobody's going to be asking for a 5-page website for a sample, okay? You're not expected to create a 5-page whole full-fledged website. Anyway, for a small consulting business, the site should be professional yet friendly and optimized. And then it goes on about the pages: home, about, services, testimonials, contact, style, cool. Use the uploaded logo. See, that's not even going to work because we don't have an uploaded logo. So there's a couple things in here that we can't use. Let me just go ahead and enter this and let's see what it creates here. So we're going to literally just sit back and I'm going to show you guys live how insane bolt.new is. I don't know if you're meant to pronounce the dot in bolt.new because it is technically bolt.new, but as you can see, it's going to take a few seconds to think. And usually at this point in my videos, I would skip this part of it generating, but I do think it's really important, and I just think it's really cool for you guys to see how sick this is. So what it's doing right now is it's coding all of the files that go into creating the website. So it's starting with all these, to be honest, I don't even know how to, you guys might think I'm good with websites. I'm not. I don't even know what it's creating right now. All that I know is that in about 10 or 20 seconds right here, we're going to see a pretty sick website, at least based on the history of me using bolt.new. So it's creating all these different pages. Now it's working on the source code. You got the app, you got the index. I know that the main.tsx is called the entry point. I know that much. It's about the extent of my knowledge when it comes to websites though. So you can see on the left here, it's kind of telling you, it's updating you on the progress right here. And once it's finished, you'll see on the preview tab right here, everything will come up. If it's all working, the website will come up in this preview tab here. So that's how you know it'll be finished. We shouldn't have too long left here. While that is loading though, I did want to mention to you guys, there's kind of like a structure that you guys should follow. So let me go back to this, template or this layout right here. And I do want to tell you guys, there's a basic structure you guys should be following, which is literally going to use some text here. So in these videos, in these outreach videos, there's 4 things that you guys need to make sure that you're covering without fail, okay? And it's very, very simple. So you shouldn't really have any issues here. Number 1, a short introduction, okay? Now, obviously, my introduction would be maybe a little bit better because I do have a YouTube channel to show them. So if there's anything that you guys can show them to build trust, if you can say, I have a book, or you can say, I write articles, or you can say, I don't know, just something that you can use to leverage the introduction to say that this is who you are, this is the history, that type of stuff. Very, very short and very, very simple. Don't try and make it seem like you're trying so hard. Like, yo, I'm a billionaire. I have 872 employees. I run, like, no one cares, bro, honestly. Then number 2 is why you want to work with them. It's very, very self-explanatory. Why you want to work with them. Let me actually zoom in here a little bit. It might be hard to see. Number 3, to kind of contrast why you want to work with them, is why they should want to work with you. And that might sound a little bit like contrary to what a lot of people might think, but they need to feel like they're kind of shooting at a prize here as well, okay? It shouldn't be you on your hands and knees begging, please, please, I want to work with you. They need to feel like they want to work with you too, okay? So that's why that part is there. And the number 4 is going to be probably arguably the most pivotal part of the whole sequence, which is the example walkthrough / overview. And you guys are going to see that in the example, not only the one that I'm about to record, but the one that I already have recorded for the literal one that I used to get the client that I was talking about in the intro. So let's go back, and it should have generated here. Oh, it's still going. See, I'll tell you why this one's taken so long, guys. It's because I'll tell you exactly what made it take so long. It's this right here, 5-page website. So now it's going through and it's creating all these different pages. Realistically, guys, you don't even need to do this. This is probably a little bit too in-depth for, a quick little sample video. It could literally be as simple as you coming to the prompt box, and let's say that let's go back to ChatGPT. In the job post, they wanted a modern responsive website built for a small consulting business. You could literally just go to Bolt New, copy this, paste this, and then that's the prompt that you would use, okay? So you don't necessarily have to go as in-depth as what this thing is going right now, because this is like almost at the point where you're actually starting the project. But I guess it doesn't hurt if you're willing to wait for as long as it actually takes you. We're not going to wait any longer. I'll be back with you guys once it actually finishes generating the website. I finish here. I'm about to witness the reveal live with you guys, if it works. So it says I've created a comprehensive, cool. What can you ask for, guys? Okay, so there is a couple of issues as soon as I look at it straight away, but for the most part, looks pretty professional to me. The only issues that I'm talking about is the fact that the color palette right here is blending in with the background, which obviously you wouldn't want to do. We're not going to make any tweaks, you guys. Obviously, this is literally just an example video. You're not trying to create the whole website right here. But now it's time for us to actually get into the live example of what I would record in order to send out to whatever prospect that I'm trying to capture as a client. Now, the first thing that I want to show you guys is that when you're on Bolt New, there's a very handy button right here. You just click this open preview in a separate tab, which then, as you would expect, who would have guessed it opens the preview in a separate tab. And the reason why you want to do that, it's kind of self-explanatory, but you don't want these prospects or these clients knowing that you use AI, okay? And it's not like you're doing anything sus, you're not doing anything that's like immoral or unethical at all. The only reason why you don't want them to know you're using AI is because as soon as you say that, they might think that you're cutting corners or that you're not professional or something like that, because they're not aware. You have to understand, most people these days aren't aware of the fact that AI can do all of this stuff. You who's watching this video, if you made it to this point, you're part of such a very, very few subset of the population who even know that AI is capable of doing this stuff, let alone can actually do it. So I want you guys to keep that in mind. It doesn't matter that you're using AI. All that matters, all these business owners care about, is that you can deliver them what they asked for. And that's exactly what you're doing in abundance, okay? So you've got the website opened up right here. As you can see, Elevate Consulting, it basically corresponds exactly with what they asked for right here, a responsive website for small business coaching, and it's modern. So we've got Elevate Consulting Strategic Solutions for business growth. You've got these buttons right here, kind of has a basic overview. It's even got a little bit of like couple animations when you hover over the buttons. This is absolutely insane. If you guys aren't mind blown by this, I know you're capping, okay? I know you're capping. Our impact by the numbers. Obviously, replace these with numbers that would actually work, but I guess you don't actually need to because it's a sample video, so it's not like you're releasing this website to the public. You got a testimonial section right here, ready to transform your business. You got like a call to action, and then you've got the footer section with the business address. You got the phone number, all the contact details, stuff like that. Do these buttons actually work? They do. Okay, let's see if we can click these. Yeah, buttons work. Okay, these ones don't. Testimonial section. Does the contact us work? Book a consultation. Oh, contact us works as well. It's got the contact section. It's literally built out this entire website, guys. So anyway, I'm yapping too much about the website. Every time I generate a new one, it's the same thing with me. I get carried away. But now it's time for me to record my video, guys. So you guys are going to see live firsthand how I would record this video. So the first thing that I want to do is I want to make sure that I've got everything in order. Let me just put the Bolt New tab there. Let me have the actual, let's pretend that this is the Upwork job posting right here. And now I'm about to record this video, but let me make sure. So I need to make sure I have the short introduction, why I want to work with them, why they should want to work with me, and the example walkthrough. And matter of fact, I'm taking this so serious. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm going to even open up my YouTube channel. That's how serious I'm taking this. All right, boys. So I've got my YouTube channel open here as a little bit of extra proof, a little bit of an extra way to build some trust right here. And let me get started. So everything that you're about to see is my Hollywood actor, application. If I was to actually submit an application into this job posting right here, which obviously doesn't exist. So what you're about to see is the whole application. Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Jarrell. As you can see, I've got your job posting up here in the background because I thought it'd be easier and probably simpler for you guys if I just submitted a video rather than a bunch of text that I'm sure you guys get constantly inundated with a bunch of text applications. It's probably just simpler to just kick back and watch a video. So I've got the job posting up here in the background, and as I was reading it, I thought it'd be something that's perfect for me, not only because I specialize in creating websites that are just like this, but because you guys wanted a timeline here of 1 to 2 weeks. I could have this delivered to you guys in 3 or 4 days, okay? And you can hold me to that. Your budget is $400, is perfectly fine. You said you wanted a clean, modern layout. You said you wanted to develop in WordPress, Webflow, optimize for mobile, set up a contact form and basic SEO, all extremely easy, guys. So let me know if you want me to do this. And matter of fact, I went the extra mile here and I actually set up a website, a sample website that you guys can kind of have a look at right here. So let me open that up. As you guys can see right here, this is what I just created for you guys. So it's called Elevate Consulting. Obviously, I'm not sure what you guys will want me to name it, but this is kind of just a mock-up website that I made for you guys. You've got the services section right here. You've got why they should choose you guys. You've got a section based on statistics, whatever data that you guys might have, even a testimonial section right here, and then a call to action. You've got a bunch of, business details in the footer, stuff like that, and even a contact us page, frequently asked questions, location, stuff like that. I'm not going to go too deep into it, guys. I just thought I'd make this quick sample in order to show you guys how quickly I'm capable of moving with this. And on top of that, guys, I do also have a YouTube channel right here. So if you guys want to know anything more about me, feel free to come to the YouTube channel. You can watch any of my videos to know that I'm serious about building this stuff. But yeah, guys, let me know. I look forward to working with you guys. Okay, that was pretty much it, guys. I did up the end a little bit right there, but that's pretty much the crux of everything. The one thing that I would have changed about what I just recorded, obviously I'm not going to go through and record it again. The one thing I would have changed is that I probably would have put the YouTube channel stuff at the start, but to be honest, it's not too bad to have it at the end as well, just to kind of use it as a mechanic to push them over the edge if they're kind of considering it. But that's pretty much the exact live example. I know it seems like, whoa, it wasn't even that hard. You're right, guys, it's because it's not that hard. You literally just start off with showing them the exact job post, and this is kind of to build a personalization to make it unique so that they can actually see, oh, he's literally on the web page that I posted. So it builds kind of some trust right there. Then you go through with the sample, and then you go through with the whatever trust building format you have. You can put it at the start or you can put it at the end, to be honest with you. So that's the example right there. Now that I've shown you guys the live example, it's time for me to show you guys the example that I actually used to get the $2,500 client. So let me show you guys that. Actually, I do have to be a YouTuber here for a second because I've actually delivered some insane sauce in this video, guys. Okay, so I do have to plug it one more time. If you guys have any issues, if you want me to become your one-on-one coach, then book the call on the link below. It's completely free to book the call and we can see if we can work together. Other than that, join the free community. Yeah. Okay, cool. Now let me show you the video. So let me open this up, and here is the video of what actually got the client. Okay, so let me play it. Hey guys, how you doing? Listen, my name is JJ, and I thought it'd be easier if I just recorded a quick video response to you guys. As you can see, I'm on your job posting right here. And listen, what I do want to say is I like the fact that you guys are clear cut, you're very concise. You just left a two sentence job posting here, and I feel like I'm kind of a similar way, which is why I really wanted to. I'm almost building some rapport right there. You want to build a simple website, you want these features, user login, video upload, / playback, bunch of different stuff. Going through the features. So what I did for you guys to go the extra mile, I made this kind of, we got the sample website for you guys. Obviously the back end hasn't been built yet at all. This is all kind of a design. Everything is just placeholder information. I named it Mentor Minute. As you can see when you scroll down, you've got a bunch of different mentors. All these are fake people, obviously, but you've got the pricing as you guys want going through each section, like how it works, just so people it's easy to understand. And then obviously if the user wanted to, they can log in up here and then get access to the user dashboard. But yeah, let me know, guys. I'd love to work with you guys. And yeah, and that's pretty much the end of the video, bro. This is literally one of the most valuable videos that I've ever recorded on my channel. If you can't find the value in it, something is wrong with you. That's pretty much it, guys. Thanks for watching. I'm out. Bye.